Hi, this is Casey Truby, the Lonesome Cowboy. Here's reason 4 that we're not getting rich. We don't see our business, developing our business, as a series of systems and processes. When something comes in, we stand up, we make a quick decision on how it's supposed to get done, we turn over here, we tell somebody else how to do it. And the next time it comes in, we decide how it's going to be done, we turn to somebody and tell them how they're going to do it. Or what's even worse, the job comes in, we look at it, we think about it, and then we sit down and we do it ourselves. But we do it every time it comes in, just a hair differently. Now, I'll tell you why this is such a big mistake. Because if we don't do it exactly the same way, we can't standardize it, and that means we can't delegate it. That means we can't improve it. But I'll tell you what's even worse. If we can't set up a system or a process on how we're going to do everything in our business, we do it different every single time. Every time a customer comes in, we do it the way they want. Every time a vendor comes in, we adapt to the way they sell. Every time an advertiser or a government agency or anybody else is involved, we're always constantly modifying and changing our life to match the world around us. Well, that sounds pretty comfortable, doesn't it? Like you're wind through the trees or something. The problem is you're not building a business. You're just waving through the trees. Now, here's what I'm talking about. The other day, I needed to run an ad. I was going to have a seminar in Denver, and I wanted to run an ad in Denver in Craigslist because we hadn't quite sold enough tickets, so I wanted to pump up the attendance a little bit. And so I wanted to run an ad in Craigslist. So here's what we did. We simply clicked on our process, our system for running ads in Craigslist, and I've already got a delegated person that does this, a housewife in Idaho, and I just clicked a button and said, run this process, and emailed it to the woman in Idaho. When she got it, she's done this before. She opened up the process and it said, go to Craigslist, use this login, use this password, write this ad under this category with this phone number, and make that happen in the next 1 hour. And put it into 3 different categories, send. She gets the job, it pops up on her email, she gets the work done. Now, just like that, that seems awful simple. But do you know when you write a system on every single thing you do in your business, pretty soon you're finding yourself working on your business and not in it. That's a lot more than a cliche. If I'm working on my business, writing systems, when I needed to get out there and at the last minute, and this was a real last minute thing, at the last minute, I realized I got 4 or 5 empty chairs over there in Denver at this show. I can fill those chairs up with no time and effort on my part. I pay the woman out there $16 an hour to work from home and get her done. This is real important because if I develop processes and systems for every single thing that happens in my business, I'm going to be able to come up at the last minute with a show with 5 seats and get them full, which is what we did. And one of the people that attended bought one of our most expensive services. Woohoo! How about that? It didn't cost me but about 2 hours of 16-buck hours to get all this done, and we brought in a couple of $1,000 just like that. See, that's what happens when you have systems in place. I'm not sitting there at the middle of the night trying to get something done. I can quickly delegate it. So the big mistake number 4, we don't build processes and systems into our business. Now remember, on all these mistakes, I'm going to actually give you the solution. So don't worry about me telling you what the bad things are and then leaving you hang out there. That's not going to happen. In Wyoming, when it's time to go into action, we all yell, let's ride.